Dear friends, fraud in the diamond industry is a very serious issue and we must do something about it. It is important that our members communicate fraud to the Diamond Dealers Club management and to RapNet management when we see it, so that we can exclude those members from our business activities. It's also important for members to recognize and realize that by dealing with a member of the Diamond Dealers Club or with RapNet, they should have a higher level of assurance that the people that they're dealing with are legitimate and honest. Now let's talk about the different types of fraud that exist out there. First of all, everything goes to the people that you're dealing with. They can find many different ways to cheat you. The most obvious things are that people don't pay their bills or don't return their memos. But other issues come up. I would say that we've seen a tremendous amount of synthetic diamond mixing. It's happening all the time. Some of it is happening purposefully, where suppliers actually take synthetic diamonds, cut them to the dimensions, the exact dimensions, within 1/100th of a millimeter of GIA diamond grading reports, and to present them as natural diamonds. Now, obviously, we need to test the diamonds that we are dealing with. We have to get these GIA or the De Beers or the other synthetic detectors, because if you touch a diamond, if you take a diamond into your possession, you have to be sure that it's a legitimate diamond. You must make sure that it's not synthetic. I would also say strong advice coming from me is that there should be no trading of synthetic diamonds at all in the New York Diamonds Dealers Club, just as there is no trading of synthetics on RapNet. And we need to enforce these standards. So let's say you get a diamond, you test it, it's synthetic. The name of the person that gave you the diamond must be reported to the Diamond Dealers Club or to RapNet. You must let people know that if they try to do these things, that they are going to get caught and they're going to get expelled and they're going to get named, shamed, and blamed. Oh, I didn't do it on purpose. Oh, I didn't know. If you don't know what you're selling, then you're violating the rules of our organizations. You have to take responsibility for the product that you put in front of other members of our organizations. Failure to do so should result in a warning, publication of your name, and a second time public expulsion from our organizations. Now, I'm talking to our lawyers, and I'm working together with Savile, who will participate in this video, to ensure that we can expand and intensify all of our efforts related to fraud on RapNet, and to literally name, shame, and blame those that are not taking responsibility for the products that they're selling. Segmenting and segregating the goods. Obviously, we sort goods. But it's time to sort people. It's time to know who you're dealing with. If you're so desperate to make a sale that you open up yourself to risk, it's only a matter of time that you will get hurt. But not only will you get hurt, other members of the industry will get hurt. So there's a communal responsibility here to report fraud when we see it. I believe also that as a group we must band together and hold the government and the banks responsible for their unlawful and irresponsible actions. I'll give you an example. More than 6 months ago, we mailed a check to a client. And the check never came to the client. So the client complained. We immediately issued another check. But the first check was actually cashed at Bank of America more than 6 months ago. And it was checked without checking the endorsement. It was checked illegally. So we turned to Bank of America and said, well, pay us back. We should not have accepted that check. 6 months have gone by and they have not done anything. I believe that the Diamond Dealers Club and RapNet should come together. We should locate attorneys willing to work with us so that we can aggressively pursue those banks and those government agencies. What is the FBI doing about mail fraud? Nothing. Why is that? Because we as a group are not making our claims. We as a group are not enforcing them. I call upon the diamond industry to establish class action lawsuits against banks who take money. We've had instances where people have gone and they've stolen diamonds that have been delivered to Mr. A. But even worse cases where they have gone online and they've told people to send the money to another bank and another bank takes the money. And then when we make claims and we say, how could you accept money from someone who is not part of the transaction? Who is this party? Identify them. The banks refuse to identify them. Where is the FBI? Where is the United States government? Where is the banking controllers? They're nowhere because we are not standing up for our rights. I believe that it's time to call on Chuck Schumer, Senate Majority Leader, to take action and to help us ensure that government agencies, be they FBI, be they OFAC, be they banks, be they banking regulators, protect our industry. We deserve it. We pay taxes. And so this issue of fraud is endemic to our industry, and we absolutely must do something about it. Now, with RapNet, we're going to be making more moves that may make trading a little more difficult. We'll be introducing multi-factor authentication so that when you're sending an email or you're logging into RapNet, it's going to really know who you are. And we're going to be using pretty much the same standards that banks use when you're doing wire transfers. I also believe that we have to pay careful attention to technology. New technology gives us the ability to do bank wires instead of checks. But even those bank wire scenarios need to be properly verified. In other words, new technology gives us an opportunity to do more things, but it also opens the door to fraudsters who can come in and try to do business in ways that would then take advantage of us. I know that in the case of RapNet, we are very sensitive to emails. And we don't trust emails. And you shouldn't trust emails. And you can't even trust WhatsApp most of the time because different people come in and deal with you. And so RapNet is going to move forward to ensure secure communication systems within the RapNet environment. And this might make business a little more difficult in communications because you'll need two-factor authentication. We're going to want to know who you are. We're also going to be tightening up the standards of who can join RapNet. And we are going to be, to the extent the law allows us, naming, shaming, and blaming those that are doing fraudulent business. We must create a community, dare I say a society, a group of people that maintain honest standards. Honest people should be able to work with each other, and we must exclude those dishonest people or those people who are practicing fraud. And we must name them, shame them, and blame them. And we must warn other members of our industry. Our group is something special. You as a diamond dealer, you as a member of the Diamond Club, you as a member of RapNet are someone special. And you should be rewarded for your honesty and your integrity and your specialness. And we should exclude those that don't meet our standards in a very proactive legal manner. And so I've asked Savilstern, who's running RapNet, to speak to us regarding his experiences and what he sees in the real world of RapNet. Friends, we must all hang together. We must all work together. And we must ensure the integrity of our industry. Without question, that is the value that RapNet brings. That is the value that the Diamond Dealers Club brings. We are a community. We are together. And by being together, we are strong. And we can ensure that those people that are inside our club, those people that are RapNet members, those people that are members of the club, are in fact up to our standard and trustworthy. Every RapNet member, every Diamond Dealers Club member should be able to trust every other member. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen to this brief presentation. And I look forward to meeting you and greeting you and seeing you the next time that I'm in New York.